Okay, so let's talk about technical debt. So in most systems, right, we're pushed to go faster, faster, faster. So we'll write crappy code, we'll cut shortcuts, we just want to get things done. Okay, and so the problem is that that debt is not well understood by our customers. They don't understand that we've kind of taken it on. So it's almost like if you have a car and you're just running at full speed and you don't change the tires, do the oil, do the brakes, change the windshield wiper fluid, right? Eventually everything starts kind of breaking down. And that's typically how you run in a waterfall world. Well, in an agile world, right, we have these reflections, we're sizing, we're doing all these cool things. Well, our customers, our partners, our business partners understand that things might not be great. So it's okay to say, hey, listen, we haven't done an oil change, we haven't done this. And they don't perfectly need to understand that exactly the technical implications, but they need to understand that there is debt, right? And we need to be honest about the fact that, wow, if we could have redo this over again, we would refactor this to be cleaner and faster. So what we like to do is write story cards for technical debt, and we size them and estimate them. We might have to explain to them how we talk about them. There's a rule that we had created in my early days at an insurance company called VSAM, where we say every debt that we create has to either be something we would play because it would improve our velocity or cycle time and Kanban. So that's the V. Our scalability, so how do we scale this thing? Our availability, right? How do we keep it up and the system running and in production and stable? Our our maintainability, sorry, on how do we maintain it? So are there things we're doing behind the scenes to maintain the application? Do maintenance, user maintenance, data changes, records, because we don't have that function on the building the system. So we call that the VSAM rule, and sometimes we try to map our technical debt to the VSAM rule. A lot of times we'll go into a customer, and when we build out their application asset wall and their information radiator, we'll then try to come up with story cards of debt and talk about, okay, for these systems in this portfolio that we need to touch to deliver business value, how many points of technical debt do we have to do? Because if we have a very high value project with a high technical debt and we divide that out, then maybe we shouldn't do that product because the technical debt's so high. We've neglected that asset for so long that we actually need to take time and money to clean it up to make it a healthy application before we continue. There's lots of books. I mean, it sounds easy when I'm talking about a lot of this stuff, but there's lots of books about this. Michael Feathers did a great one on legacy code. Martin Fowler from ThoughtWorks did a great one on refactoring legacy code. So, if you have lots of code, lots of technical debt built over the years, it's pretty daunting when you go in and you start saying, well, I'm going to do test-driven development and then behavior-driven development. It's a very daunting thing to do. So that's why we have coaches that pair with you to actually write the code with you and go into that kind of messy code and start refactoring it to be modern.